So I guess someone wants me to draw, bitch. They're telling me to draw. And I just want to make some shit clear. I'm not jealous of no hoe, bitch. I work better alone. So anyways, this is what came out. Bitch, look it. Okay, first like this. There's people on pedestals, right? I can imagine it's people at the top, right? They're all right here. Look at that one's speaking now. That one's all happy. Yay, whatever. A man is looking up at them, up on the pedestal, right? And then here's a frog. I don't know what the frog has to do with it, but he's looking like, what the fuck? Okay? And then I move this way. And then there's a whole bunch of letters, right? Whatever. Then I see this man right here looking at the star. He's looking up at the star. And then he wants to attach himself to the Wheel of Fortune. But look, it's not attached, bitch. You're not attached. You almost, right? Almost. Look at that. But not quite. Same thing as yeah, this is part of the Wheel of Fortune here. And you're not touching it, ho. You're not touching it. Okay? This one is just looking like, huh. Look at that man or woman, whatever the fuck that is, has his hand in his mouth, covering his mouth, thinking of all of this shit. Look, it's coming from her head, or his or her head. And then you see, same thing. You see that the man is trying to attach himself to the Wheel of Fortune. And just making it clear, motherfucker, you're not attached, ho. Okay? And it's looking up at the star while he's trying to attach himself to the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? And again, 333, a whole bunch of fucking letters. You could Google them if you want to, bitch, whatever. Then, if I put it this way, look what I see, bitch. That's me. That's me right there. The alien who has hard eyes. Okay, he has hard eyes. And the Wheel of Fortune. 333 again. So the alien, the Wheel of Fortune, and the star. And that's what is that? White, a dove. Bitch, this is all me. Look, the alien, the dove, the wheel, the star, and the Wheel of Fortune, bitch. That's me, bitch. Look at that. I can't believe it came out like that. Look it, bitch. Like, what more can you fucking... I mean, I don't know. Look. It's crazy. And then if I turn it this way, I haven't looked at it, but that's like a spacecraft. Look, a spacecraft. Things are coming out of the spacecraft. A man. Like another guy who's smiling. They're pointing down at the toe. See? Because they're mooching off of my toes, bitch. It's pointing down at the toe. And this man has his body. He's pointing up here with his arm and his hand. And he's pointing up at the Wheel of Fortune and the star. He's like, look. And the Holy Spirit or the dove is looking down at the star as well. So he's pointing at the star and this one's, you know, coming to the star. And again, it's attached to the Wheel of Fortune. And then again, a whole bunch of letters and shit. Okay, so I haven't seen it like that. I saw it like that. I haven't seen it like this. What's in here? Again, look, it's pointing at the toe. It's pointing at the toe. It's talking about aliens, though. Look at, there's a face right here in the back. The eyes. Like a giant. ES2. FS2. SSO2. I mean, whatever. There's a whole bunch of fucking... This one's also a star. He's already on top of the pedestal. and he's speaking on something. And this one's like, yay, he's happy. But again, they're pointing at the star or something in the sky. They're like, look, pay attention to that. So in that other part, it looked like a foot, a toe. Because like I said, they mooch off of my toe. But here, I don't know. I don't know. It could be something, but it looks like someone's pointing at something. Maybe that's a plane. A plane. I don't know. But regardless of what it is, they try to trap it. But it's not trapped. Because look, they can come out of here. So it looks like everything else is closed off. Except for here. So maybe they trapped a plane or they targeted a plane already. Something like that. You know, but it's able to escape if it tries to. There's still a little space where they can get out. But the intention was to trap it. But it didn't. Barely. But that's crazy because look, here it is again, but it's the opposite. I see two faces now. I see another face right here. Look. Now this one, it's a face. Look. And the mouth is attached to the Wheel of Fortune. So there's a man. Well, I kind of have a feeling who I know that man is. That man needs to speak, use his voice. Look, it's in his neck and his vocal cords and shit. And it's attached to his mouth. That's the Wheel of Fortune. And there's a star right in front of it. So it's a man that's a star that needs to speak. Use his voice to speak, and that's going to be his Wheel of Fortune. You see him? He's right there. Yeah, that's what that is. His Wheel of Fortune is attached to speaking. Speak up. Yeah. And again, 333 star. So there is a man who's attached to that Wheel of Fortune, but he needs to speak and use his vocal cords to, you know, his chakra maybe. He needs to open up and speak. I mean, he has I know who has a mole on his nose. But does it look like it's a fallen star, maybe? A fallen star? Actually, you know what? Oh, yeah, it is. I'm not going to lie. I was going to say, no, it's not attached. But it is. Because look, it's coming from his mouth. He needs to speak up. It's attached. His mouth is attached. His vocal cords, yeah, we can say they're attached, I guess. Actually, I don't know, but he needs to speak. But like I said, that person, I know who that is because he has a mole on his nose, and it's a fallen star. That's crazy. I can't believe it. Y24 1341. Whatever. There's a whole bunch of fucking letters in there, bitch. But yeah, basically that's what I got. So that's crazy. I like it. See? You see how the star was upside down? This is this man right here. You know, when I said it wasn't attached, it barely, look, barely, right? He's looking at the star. Look at how the star is right here. The star's upside, it's upright. And then this side, Oh, which one was it? It's a fallen. It's fallen one. It's a fallen one. Was it this side? Was it, bitch? This one. See? It's a fallen. It's coming down. And there's that man. So that man is a fallen star who needed to speak his truth. Oh, that's what it is. He needed to speak his truth at one point of what the fuck was happening to the alien. And he slept on it. Look, he's sleeping. He slept on it. And look, it has to do with alien, bitch. Because look. It's a spaceship. It's a spaceship. So this man is a fallen star. He needed to speak on what was going on with the alien in order for him to be attached to the fortune. But he didn't speak. He was asleep. That's crazy. That's Mr. Moreno. Moreno has a mole on his nose. And that's all the fuck shit that he did to the star. But him, like I said in the other video, he was a star. He was an upright star, and he didn't want it because he wanted to be with whores and do whatever the fuck he wanted to do with his life. So he slept on it. So you slept on your Wheel of Fortune, bitch. You slept on your star. You slept on the alien. And you slept on your Wheel of Fortune. Now, there was a lady who said something. Oh, it's because I didn't want to be with her. And that's why I didn't do what I was supposed to do. You didn't have to be with me, bitch. Or maybe that was what the contract was. So you decided not to. So now, but you decided to live my life, though. You didn't want to be with me. You didn't like me. You didn't whatever. And that's fine. Everybody has a choice. However, you did not have the authority to take everything from me to live your life with your whores. That's what you did not have to do. You could have been like, you know what? I don't like you. I don't want to be with you. I don't want my mission. I want to live with these whores. And you did that. You chose that. Like I said, that was fine. But you coming back to mooch off of the star that was upside, in the upright, that was a no-no for you. That was a no-no for you. Because everybody has a choice. You could be gay as fuck if you want to. You could be whatever the fuck you want, ho. Nobody's making you do a damn thing. Now, God had written something for a reason. And you didn't want it like that. So again, that's fine. You trying to hold me back, though, while you were sleeping on yours, that was your problem. That's why everything that you mooshed off of my life, that was still mine. So at the end of the day, you have nothing. Because you didn't do shit with your life, bitch. Look, the whole fucking time. Look at your fucking eyes. You're sleeping. You declined the star. You said, God, I don't want it upright. I want it upside down. Okay? And you ran off and you said you wanted to be a devil worshiper. Okay, so you did that. So now your star is backwards. You're asleep and you still laid. Look, you laid on top of the fucking alien. You laid on top of it. Like, yeah, you go ahead, hide behind me, bitch. Hide behind me. And here I am upside down with my thoughts and shit, And here you are sleeping on top of me with your fallen star. And the only thing you had to do after you declined this right here was speak on what you did. And you did not do that. See? You did not do that. So now look, it's rerouting itself to me. Look, it's going that way. That way. You see that shit, bitch? Wow, that's crazy. Look. All you had to do is speak that you were a fallen star. You didn't want your mission. And then the Wheel of Fortune goes straight to me. Look, it's pointing at me. Bitch. And my thoughts. My mouth, it's going in my mouth and coming out my head with my thoughts. And it's around all these people. This bitch, I don't know what the fuck. She's leaving. She's looking that way. Like, she don't want to know nothing about nothing. She's leaving. CSE. I don't know. I'm not even going to go into the letters and shit because there's a whole bunch of them. But Yeah, that's basically the point of that, bitch. So, and there's people watching. Look. People watching, pointing. Look, he's a fallen star. Look, he was sleeping. Look, he was laying, hiding this bitch in the background. Look, he's pointing out there. Maybe, you know what I'm getting? There's a lot of us out here. So this represents that. They're dropping the people. They're finding out from the spaceship. The spaceship people, let's say these right here, right? They're like, look, they are mooching off of us. Right? The toe. Look, they're mooching off of us. Look at the fallen star. Like I said, he slept on this bitch. Blah, 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 blah. So that's what I got from that bitch. So whoever the fuck wanted me to draw, this is what came out. That's crazy. That's crazy. This one's running. She's like, let me get the fuck out of here. She's attached to E. This bitch is attached to E. It says S. Is that you, Sheila? S. E. They're backwards. They're running. Yeah. Yeah, that's what that is. But this star that's already on the pedestal is eating someone. Is that an R? I don't know if that's a P or a R, but it swallowed its head. Because here's the body. Here's the body, and it swallowed its head. So, I don't know. Anyways. So yeah, there's your story, bitch. This is, I guess, your future. You're not attached to me at all whatsoever. You didn't want to be, remember? So that's fine. Deuces, bitch.